Hi, beautiful soul. Before we begin, take a breath. Let it be slow. Let it be enough. You don't have to arrive fully ready. You're allowed to arrive exactly as you are. This week, inside the Sangha, we're exploring courage and creation. And I want to start with something that might be a little unexpected. Most people don't struggle with creativity. They struggle with the conditions they're trying to create from. Because creativity is not something that you force. It's something that emerges when the environment is right. But many of us learn to approach creativity the same way that we learn to approach discipline, with pressure, with urgency, with a quiet voice that says, you should be doing more, you should go faster, you should have already figured this out. And what happens? The body tightens, the mind gets loud, and creativity goes quiet. So we try to fix it. We try to be more disciplined, but often that just adds more pressure, more rigidity, more disconnection. So today, I want to offer you a different relationship to discipline. Not discipline as control or punishment, but discipline as a form of support. Because when discipline is aligned, it doesn't restrict your creativity, it protects it. There is a belief that creativity needs total freedom. No structure, no rules, no expectations. And while freedom is important, too much openness can actually feel unsafe to the nervous system. Because without any structure, the mind starts to float and overthink and avoid and doubt. So instead of freedom versus discipline, what we're actually looking for is freedom through structure. Structure that says you have a place to land. You have a rhythm that you can return to. You don't have to figure everything out every day. This is where creativity begins to trust you. Before we talk about structure, we have to talk about the root, because creativity is not just mental, it's somatic. It lives in the body. This is where the idea of rooted power comes in. The sense that I am safe enough to be here. I'm supported enough to express myself. I don't have to rush to prove anything. Without this rootedness, creation can feel like exposure. With it, creation feels like a true expression. So the question becomes, what state am I creating from? Is it from pressure or from presence? Even a small shift toward groundedness changes everything. Now, let's talk about structure, because this is where most people get stuck. Rigid discipline sounds like I have to do this thing every day, no matter what. And when that inevitably breaks, it turns into I failed. But gentle structure can sound like I will create in a way that supports my nervous system. For example, instead of I need to write for an hour every day, gentle structure might sound something like I will sit with my creative space for 5 minutes and let that count. So why does this matter? Because consistency is not built through intensity. It's built through safety and repeatability. And creativity needs to feel safe in order to return. And this is what we're really building, a way of creating that feels like home. If this resonates, we are going much deeper into this inside the Metta Momentum Sangha. Inside the full teaching, we explore how to regulate your nervous system before you create, a full alignment framework for a sustainable discipline, a guided rooted power practice, and a step-by-step integration process that you can actually use in your daily life. The Sangha is free to join. And if you want to go deeper, the premium community includes the full study guide and integration worksheet, and much, much more. And before you go, I would love to hear from you. What would your creativity look like if it felt safe enough to be imperfect? Drop your answer in the comments. I read every single one. Take a breath, beautiful soul. And I'll see you inside the Sangha.